Ой, извините. Извините.
Нет, я не могу подвинуться.
Hello, sister.
Hello, brother.
What are you building there?
I'm trying to recreate Mott's work on the problem of quantum decoherence, but I need to build the cloud chamber first.
Didn't you build one of those in the 8th grade?
Yes, but it was made with pickle jar and dry ice. I want to make a real one this time.
But mom will buy you one if you ask.
And what's the fun in that?
Sure, fun. A few of us are going to the Chariot tonight. Do you come with us, or are you not fun enough?
Oh, I don't know really. I have some work to do, you know. Okay, you know, Mott and cloud chambers are fun, but swimming in the core is funner. Who, you're not going skinny dipping, right?
No skin dipping, I promise.
Who all's gonna be there?
Marilyn will be there with some of the A club kids.
I like her. You know, Marilyn was the one who helped me get my amateur radio license back then.
I still can't believe you need a license to operate the radio.
Well, it's mostly about learning all the rules. There's apparently a lot of illegal stuff you can hear while operating a radio. Anyway, Marilyn was a good tutor, and now I can talk to other radio nerds in China.
Too bad it was big Chinese.
On my to-do list.
Okay, we are going to the quarry around 9. Don't work too hard. There's life outside the basement, you know?
Okay. Up! I'm sorry. Were you the one causing interference in my radio?
You don't recognize me? Of course not, you don't recognize me, because why would I?
I felt some kind of static discharge. Was that you? Oh,
Yes,
and I'm afraid to ask, but who are you?
I'm you, from the future.
What?
10 years from now, you are going to put a piece of paper in your pocket with 3 words written on it. Then, you are going to localize quantum displacement field, and then going through this discharge field. So, I need you to think of 3 words.
Oh, 3 words. A time machine.
So, you need proof that I'm you. So, right now, think of 3 words. Don't tell me what there are. I'm you, so in 10 years. I know what the words, and I'll make sure that they're on paper. So, are you thinking of 3 words?
Okay. I don't understand.
It's okay, it's not easy to think understand. But you are doing great so far.
You said quantum displacement field as big as this door. No, I'm an amateur, and but doesn't the field that large require? I don't have the formulas in my head right
A
now.
substantial amount of energy, yes.
And you said that in a few years somebody just develops that kind of power source.
Well, not exactly. That's complicated.
And you said we. Who are you working with? Is it my brother? Our brother.
That's complicated too. And we don't really have time. I'm just here to nudge you towards something, and then I have to go.
Why can't you tell me who you're working with?
It's not that I can't. I just didn't. I remember standing where you're standing and talking to me. For me, it has already happened. I didn't tell you now, so I didn't tell you now. And I can tell you now, so it just is.
It's making my brain hurt. The science must be fascinating, but the philosophical implications
You
are...
have the next 10 years to ponder the philosophical implications. And forget the coherence. You need to refocus your project on David Deutsch and von Neumann entropy.
And what about the cloud chamber?
You need to stop that building cloud chamber.
But seriously,
Yes, Mother will buy one for you and save you a lot of time. What's the theory I just told you to focus on?
von Neumann entropy, David Deutsch. But if this already happened, then what does that mean?
It's some unintuitive metaphysics. So please think about David Deutsch and
Von Neumann entropy, yes.
yeah, good girl. Now stand back. There are some modest radiation effect that well, you better standing over there. Maybe we'll fix that before next time.
Next time? Wait, where did you come from? What's the date?
I knew you were gonna ask that. For me, it's April 19th, 2035. It's Thursday.
10 years exactly. Is there some kind of mathematical limit? And can you control how far back in time you can travel?
Great questions. Ask me again in 10 years.
Greetings,
Oh,
sister.
Jesus, you scared me!
What is going on here? There was this weird buzzing noise, and then all the hair on my arm flips out. And all the clocks in the house skip 10 minutes ahead.
No, they didn't.
They did. It was just 4 o'clock, and then all the clocks skip 10 minutes after.
Go check the grandfather clock in the
What?
hallway. I said, what does the grandfather clock in the hallway say? She didn't tell me not to tell him. For her perspective, I already did it, or I already did not. So everything I do for the next 10 years is fixed. There are no wrong decisions. Everything I do is what I should do, or the only thing I can do.
Okay, I get how just a clock could glitch out, but what could make a grandfather clock move 10 minutes ahead?
The field affected the consciousness, but not physical objects. But consciousness is the result of the working of the physical brain. So how's that possible? And I didn't hear any car crashes outside, but motorists couldn't just wipe out without causing all sorts of havoc. So, were there any car crashes outside?
I don't think so.
But it didn't affect me. So, there must have been some kind of stable pocket? Bubble in the field.
What are you talking about?
Brother, I have to tell you something and I have no idea if you believe me.
Oh, your sister still has this old radio.
My sister loved flying around with it when she was in high school. When she went to the college, she said she didn't have any time for it on the space. I think she said you're the one who taught her how to use it and how to operate the radio. Still don't know why you need a license to operate radio.
Well, in the wrong hands, you can talk to people you're not supposed to talk to or hear things you're not supposed to hear. So you pass the test demonstrating that you understand all the rules.
I knew that.
Oh, well, anyway, so what is she doing now? Is she still a quantum physicist?
She's in fact still a quantum physicist. This sounds more like something as from some science movie than a real job.
How does one make a living being a quantum physicist?
By traveling around the country and pressing everyone how smart you are because we gave her a lot of time. At least she explained it to me like this.
A wandering academic beggar. Sounds just like her.
That's my sister. She is on her way now. If you want to hang out and say hello,
I'd love to. I haven't seen her in years.
She didn't change so much. A little more serious than she's supposed to be. A little more, no late night dips in the bed anymore. That's all.
Okay. I guess time does that to us all.
Okay, that's true. Yeah.
Hello, brother.
Hello, sister.
And my goodness, is this Marilyn I see before me?
So great to see you.
You haven't changed a bit since high school.
Oh,
If you try to say I haven't changed, I know you're lying and be horribly offended.
I was just going to say that you matured nicely in the last 10 years.
That is acceptable.
Madam was just passing through Stubborn's place to say hello. She didn't expect to meet you today.
A delightful coincidence.
Will you be in town for a while? I'm afraid I'll be quite busy with some time-sensitive project. But I'd love to have a proper catch-up.
Oh, sure, yes, I'd love to. How about this weekend?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'd go. Your brother's got my phone number. I'll be in touch. Wednesday. No, Saturday, right?
Saturday, absolutely. I hope you don't mind, but...
No, not at all. Okay.
Imagine, Madam showing up after all these years.
did you bring the wiring I asked you for?
Oh, I did one moment. Here you are, RG316Q, non-magnetic, Swiss-made, kind of pricey. Did you have any of this type around your labs in Cambridge?
Well, yes. It's cheaper to buy it commercially than through MIT's vendors. And then, actually, this all of this project is off the books. So I I think they noticed if it went missing.
Oh, I see. You, you think this is going to work?
No, not without a power source. I mean, I understand how it works in theory, but I never would have thought it would want Neumann entropy. But she was right. Math works, but practically,
Don't worry, you still have your command at any time. It will come together.
even if I could work out the engineering, I can't just build a source, a power source in 2 days. Yes? And also, I don't know what tuning mechanism could work on this, you know?
Maybe she was right about that or just mistaken.
Maybe.
Okay, let's assume that she was lying or she was a mistake. No, she did a mistake. I think you did, you go into the past, you show how to build a time machine, and that will go. And I think you can beat all the math all night or get drunk. What happened, and this is going to happen regardless.
But don't I have to make it happen?
I don't know.
Well, thanks for the cabling. You know, I'm not the most pleasant company when I'm here banging my head against the math.
If you need help, you can call me. Bye.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
You are.
Yes, you from the future.
It's like a Deus Ex Machina. It's cheating basically. I was hoping for a thrill of a sudden breakthrough, and then you're gonna waltz in and give me the answer. It's very unsatisfying.
You're always worried about the wrong thing. This is why you probably haven't figured out the field unit mechanism yet.
I have no control over anything, do I?
Try not to focus on the existential.
Don't tell me about existential.
This whole rent is a waste of time.
You know that I'm going to speak my mind, so just shut up and let me speak it.
Of course,
What the hell is this?
it's complicated.
When she handed me this paper 10 years ago, I knew that only I could have written it. But I handed it with me for 10 years, and now I'm her, and I thought that I would grow this maybe in some future. But now I'm her, and I didn't write this. Where the hell this paper come from?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
It's called a Looper effect. They happen and we don't really understand them.
You don't understand them? Okay, can you do some analysis and try to understand them?
Look. I sent a molecular scan of this paper to your phone. You can have a look at it later. But long story short, it was produced by a Chinese company called Qingdao Chenhouda and torn out of a notebook made by another Chinese company called Elon. A notebook, just like this one.
But I didn't tear it out of this notebook. I got it from myself 10 years ago.
Yep, look
artifacts tend to do that. They never seem to start existing or stop existing. Or they just go around in their loop.
What you are talking about is impossible.
Well, that's awfully presumptuous of you. You understand the universe enough to understand what's possible and impossible.
I just meant that.
Yeah, I know what you meant. We have more important things to focus on. Speaking of which, are you going to help me?
But I have no tuning mechanism or power source, and I understand the physics, I really do, but I don't have engineering expertise to invent this power source. And quite frankly, I don't even know if current technology is support that.
Well, luckily, you are not limited to current technology. And you've got the next 5 years to develop the expertise.
5 years, not 10,
We travel when we need to.
and today's important somehow.
Nothing is important. I traveled here because that's what I did. Where that's what you'll do? You're about to travel 10 years into the past. Or you already did, 15 years ago. Or 10 from your frame of reference.
I don't like this. It produces nothing more than sheep mindlessly following through a field.
But the sheep feels like it likes what it's doing. So, that's why I told you not to focus on the metaphysical. Because the more you think about it, the less sense it all makes. So, try not to think about it. This way, everything will retain its sense of purpose.
So how does it work?
Well, we don't have the time for the full lecture, but long story short, after you are done with your past self, you come back here and you focus your research on pen rolls, frame dragging, and vacuum cleaners.
That's black hole stuff?
Yeah, think ticker cylinders.
What? Do we invent infinitely long cylinders in 5 years?
Tickler said a finite cylinder might work.
No one has ever proved that.
Food for thought.
So, this is impossible.
There you go again with impossible and impossible. Look, I have to go now. After I leave, you switch the machine on using this button here. Then you go through the door and you meet your destiny. You need to help her, us, make the first step.
But what is this all for?
It'll come to you. And don't forget your note.
so special about April 19th?
In March the 3rd, a group of science fiction nerds from Brooklyn threw a party for time travelers. They had a theory that if time travel was possible, then any future time traveler will happily go back in time to this day and attend the party.
Did anyone show up?
Well, lots of people did. Only none of them were time travelers. Presumably. MIT, my sister's alma mater, did something similar in 2005 with similar results.
They love time traveling at MIT, huh?
No, Stephen Hawking in 2009. He tried something different. He also threw a huge party with champagne and balloons. Only this time, nobody showed up because he sent the invitations only the day after the party was over. He then concluded this was proof that time travel wasn't possible.
Because if you could time travel, who wouldn't like to hang out with Stephen Hawking? So, still, why April 19th?
Are you sure you want to know the answer?
Why wouldn't I?
It will make your brain hurt.
Well, now I'm quite curious.
Well, you see, she didn't actually choose this day. She just remembered. This was the day she met herself from the future the first time. So she chose the day because it has already happened. So that was the day she had to go to.
So, that would mean her traveling to that date was both the cause and the effect of her choosing to go there. How's that possible?
It is called a loop artifact. It's an item or an idea that sort of cause themselves. They don't come from anywhere. They always are, but only in their specific loop of time.
An item too, like a thing, but a thing can't cause itself.
You would think that.
You're making fun of me.
Oh, you know I would never do that. I can prove it to you actually. Right now.
Really?
Yes. Think of the strangest thing you can think of. But it should be small enough to fit in my pocket.
A coin from Turkey, the country.
What do they call their money in Turkey?
I have no idea.
They call it lira.
Wait. The front side of the coin should be painted red. It's some kind of a magic trick. How would you have known?
Because you have just told me. And I have all the time in the world between now and some point in the future to find the Turkish lira, paint it red, then go back in time to deliver it to myself so that I can deliver it to you.
Deliver it to yourself? You mean
Yes, I have met myself from the future. He goes back in time and brings the coin to me about a month ago.
from the future? How far in the future?
I don't know, he didn't say. Must be a long time though. Looks older, grayer.
Where? Why would he wait so long to deliver it?
I don't know, must be pretty hard to find a Turkish lira in the future, I guess. But, have you realized the crazy part here?
What?
Actually, I don't have to find the Turkish lira in the future. All I need to do is to hold on to this one until I decide to go back in time and bring it to me.
But then, where did this...
Nobody knows. Artifacts.
Hello, Judith. Hello, brother.
Hello, sister.
Have you thought of getting rich with this thing?
Pardon me?
Your brother was just explaining me this loop artifacts.
You mean why don't I just deliver money to myself from the future and make myself rich?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, for one thing, whatever bills or coins or gold pieces or jewels I'll bring to myself from the future, they will have to be the exact same ones that I need to deliver to myself later. Loop artifacts exist in a loop, and they can never leave that loop.
Interesting. And what about information?
Oh, like the stock market or horse races.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I guess the idea has never come up. Would you mind if I have a private word with your husband?
Sure. By all means.
Thank you.
You can speak a little less harshly to Jim. You're a guest in our house after all.
You're right. Sorry, I'll apologize later.
You wanted to speak?
Well, my future self hasn't rushed back in time to warn me of any impending doom, so for now there is not a problem. I am, however, concerned that you and Judith haven't been paying proper respect to our discovery.
Sister, you know it's ridiculous. I've done nothing but support you in every step of your journey for the last 35 years.
Your wife is concocting get-rich-quick schemes, and the powers of readings tell me that somebody has used the machine in the last 30 days.
You paranoid, sister. Look, the mechanism is locked. I couldn't have switched it on even if I wanted to.
Then someone visited you?
Of course not. Look, you're expecting a visit from your future self today, right? Otherwise, why would you be here? Ask her yourself. I'm sure she'll have an explanation for your injury.
I've trusted you for 35 years, brother. And I even respected your request to let your wife know.
And the space-time continuum hasn't collapsed on itself. So whatever we have and will be doing doesn't seem to connect to those events.
So it remains to be seen.
Ask yourself when she arrives. I have every faith she'll exonerate me.
I do love you, brother. And I want to trust you. But I hope you understand the unique nature of my anxiety.
Of course. Always forgiven.
You're right. I'll try to be kinder to Judith. Now, you need to find a safe place where you will not hurt yourselves if you black out for half an hour or so.
I just hope one of these days one of your future selves will find a way to stop the cognitive disruption.
When she does, you'll be the first to know.
Good luck.
Hello. It certainly has been a while.
It's only been 5 years for me since the last visit.
It's been a bit longer than that for me.
Is there everything okay in the future? You seem tense. Does my brother meddling with the machine create some kind of a problem?
No, you won't discover it.
But the powers of readings. Has he been using the machine without my knowledge?
I don't think so.
Then what?
Here's an interesting book article. You're in.
Radio.
Do you remember that screeching noise we used to hear when the machine was activated?
Yeah. I didn't hear it this time.
That's because we switched from Stockholm dust to a radiation to create the events of intercession. There is less radiation from overhead.
And the low event radiation was causing interference.
All the radiation. And that was also causing blackouts in all the radiation.
And you had the idea to switch the generator.
Because I came back and told myself what the problem was.
A loop artifact.
It never gets any easier to wrap your head around.
not sure I trust his wife. What can you tell me about it?
You will apologize and make up.
Good. And remain best friends till the end of our days?
Something like that.
Well, you couldn't have come here just to tell me how to fix the interference.
You know, it's been a busy 100 years.
100 years? You don't look that old.
Yes, that's because our medical brothers and sisters have done for lifespan science the same as you and me have done for time travel.
What can you tell me about the future? All this work we've been doing, has it been leading to anything? In time where I live, the world isn't filled with time travelers.
That you know of.
I mean, are we really the only ones doing that? Because if the technology to do what we do ever got out, imagine what somebody could do. It took Judith only 10 minutes to come up with the scheme how to abuse it. And what if it got to somebody with a little bit more ambition, or a little bit more imagination, for better or for worse?
Now, listen to me very carefully. You're going to spend the next 100 years working very hard to make sure nothing like that ever happens.
So that's it? This is our grand purpose?
And you will need help. You won't be able to do all this alone. You haven't met them yet, but you will encounter two people who you will come to trust with your life. You will know them when you meet them.
So I have no say in the matter. It has already been done.
But you must, you really must put it out of your mind. And there will be decisions you will have to make.
But you have already made them.
But you haven't. And some of those decisions will seem impossible. But remember, every decision you will make will be right. So never regret anything you will ever have to do.
Christ. We're either a god or an impotent slave to the fate. Which is it?
Whichever makes you feel better.
How do you know that you never do the wrong thing?
Because the world is not invaded by evil time travelers.
I don't know. This is very unsettling. Tell me we come to terms with it.
Sometimes it seems like we do. That's the best I can offer. Well, I believe you have an appointment with yourself 5 years ago. Remind me what you're going to tell her about?
Ergospheric frame dragging and vacuum cleaners. Oh, God, this feels like so long ago. I wish I could just tell her about her vacuum idea. This would save so much time.
She did not tell you 5 years ago, and you won't tell her now.
We really don't come to terms with it, do we?
Remember, no regrets. See you in 100 years.
body they find after I die is...
The dead body I carry here from the future.
You can make a dead body look artifact.
Apparently.
But you can just leave the body here and they'll find it, they'll take it away. Loop artifacts have to stay in their loop, otherwise there won't be a body for you to drag back.
Yeah, luckily it just has to stay here long enough to...
Is everything okay there?
God, that's my wife!
Trust me, she got nowhere here. Brother?
You okay?
We have to get out. There's been an explosion.
Oh my god.
He's here.
He's not breathing.
Oh, no, no, no. What should we do?
He's dead. Wait, the machine!
No, no, no. You can build another one.
What's happening?
Your sister's man tried to kill you and now she's blowing up the house with the machine in it.
Why would she?
Things get a little complicated in 100 years. Now, help me with the machine.
What are you doing?
Back to me. Drag the body back to this morning, but I need your help. Uh-huh. See the device there? Keep an eye on this. When that light turns red, press that button. Understand?
Okay.
Remember, red light, push button.
What is that?
Oh, these are bone fragments and teeth.
What?
When the fire department digs through the burned out roots of the house, they need to find something. So everyone will think you're dead.
But can they just do the DNA sampling or check the dental records or...
Oh, that's why we're using your bones and teeth.
What?
I'm from the future, remember? Hey, you didn't expect to live forever, did you?
Huh. Okay. What about the machine?
She'll build another one.
What about my wife?
All in good time.
I don't understand.
You will, but now we really have to go. Go, go, go.
Wait. I have to get something from inside. I think.
What is it?
Money. I think.
Oh my God, there's a fortune in here.
You've lost everything. And I hope it gets you back on your feet.
Where did you get this?
Well, apparently you were right. I will build another time machine, and then I will return from the future to get this money.
Are you certain? I mean, if you just met your future self and she didn't worry about any of this, are you sure you can trust her?
Well, you're holding the money, so clearly she follows through.
Why is all this happening?
I don't know. But she said a very interesting thing. She said that whatever decision I make, it will always be the right one.
You've certainly never been lacking in confidence.
Listen, you need to take this money and go someplace where I can't find you. If I don't know where you are, then my future self will not know where you are. And whatever happened to my brother will not happen to you.
Why would she give me all this money if she just wanted to?
No, this is the right decision. I know it is.
And what about you? When are you going to do after all of this?
I need to return back to Cambridge. Continue my research. If I can get more funding like this, maybe I can go independent. Maybe it will be easier this way.
Phoenix, Flagstaff, Albuquerque, Amarillo, Tulsa, St. Louis, and all points east. Please have your tickets ready. Thank you.
This is my boss.
So, is this a goodbye?
I guess so.
You have to find a way to save him, please.
I'm sorry. What's done is done.
I know, I just thought,
If I ever find a way, I will.
thank you.
Goodbye, Judy.
Is she okay?
No, she's not. I hope this is over soon.
We've nullified every objective down to 40-second percentile. After all these years, there is nothing left. It's like we are blowing out children's birthday candles to prevent forest fires. Is there really anything left to do?
There is at least one thing we haven't done yet. Maybe we are ready to start thinking about...
Not yet.
Very well,
And you will need a new one anyway.
I have more.
For the longest time, I thought it was a loop artifact. But no. It got old and depleted. Loop artifacts don't really age. They remain exactly the same all the way through their loop. But this one got old.
Theoretically, you can keep putting this off for a very long time. But eventually, you'll have to...
You know! Stop telling me what I have to do, Mr. Cannon. I've been doing what I have to do for a century.
I know. Have been here the whole time helping you do it.
Then you know that we don't do anything until we understand the why. No matter matter how long it takes. We are never wrong. I may never be wrong, but I just refuse to think that it's just down to fate or good luck. I'm never wrong because we are careful. And we must understand why he needed to die.
Even if we never understand it, you'll eventually do it. So why we are waiting?
I've spent 100 years trying to work out how I could become the villain in this story, and I still don't see it. The moment I see it, you will be the first person to hear about that. Miss Falcon, do you have something to add?
2021, a paper by Costa and Natario and their frame driving research. The tidal tensor was close but not quite there, so they got the Lucas Whale metrics wrong.
And if it had been more accurate?
There's a 79% chance it would have pushed their research in the right direction.
And do you believe this was us?
It's possible.
And why was the tidal tensor wrong?
Unknown.
Was this peer reviewed?
17 times.
17?
Well, it was interesting research. It looked like it should have worked. The community was enthusiastic and wanted to verify that it didn't.
Mr. Cannon, how does one dissolve the tidal tensor?
I can think of a few ways.
Can you think of 18 ways?
I can.
Very well. This document. Then please provide Mr. Cannon with all the details of the original experiment and also with all 17 review recommendations. And you know, team, don't use the same instruction twice. If everyone gets different results for different reasons, it will be easier to chalk it up to inherent instability.
Yes, ma'am. You are going back soon, yes? To see yourself?
Yes.
It's been a long time since you traveled yourself. Maybe you want one of us to.
No. I've only met myself, so I need to go alone. What are you waiting for? You have your tasks. Comstock and dust, and your friend.
What are you reading? It's called Six Easy Theses by this physicist Richard Nunn.
So are they easy?
Sort of. It's like quantum physics for dummies.
Wow, quantum physics. Are you some kind of genius?
Not yet. I'm on chapter 3. Ask me again when I'm on chapter 6.
Mr. Carlson is your chemistry teacher, right?
Yes?
He told me you might be interested in joining the AV club.
Mr. Carson said that.
Oh, I think you're not really interested. I better leave you alone.
I thought the AV Club was all about playing video games.
No, not at all. I mean, sometimes we do play video games, but most often we play with these.
Do people still listen to these things?
We don't use them to listen to music, we use them to communicate.
Isn't that what smartphones are for?
Smartphones are easy. Besides, don't you like to get your hands dirty? talk to almost anyone in the world. Well, anyone who can see the moon at the same time as you. There is a special type of antenna that you can buy, and it lets you bounce the signal off of the moon. And to make it work, you have to calculate the Doppler shift and Faraday rotation.
Because when the moon is closer to the horizon, the relative acceleration is higher. I wouldn't have thought of that. And what about the problem of polarization in the ionization layers in the atmosphere?
See what I mean? We could use a physicist in the group.
A quantum physicist?
I stand corrected.
You knew just the right words to say together, Holt.
Well, I just followed your advice.
My advice? I never...
I'm very well acquainted with your older self.
Just how long have you been making these trips?
Well, I know to you it seems like it's been years, but for me it's actually been 3 months.
Well, that's why you never seem to age.
Well, I aged 3 months.
So, this whole thing is just an elaborate plan to...
Look, I needed your sister to keep one of those modified radios in her lab for as long as possible. Did passive radiation scans of all the research and recordings that she did in her lab. And it transmitted data through the displacement field every time the device was active. Do you remember those power surges your sister tried to blame on you?
I do, but I thought they were because I actually traveled back in time to create a root artifact for my wife.
No, those were my radio transmissions sneaking through the displacement field.
Oh. So, you have been spying on her, stealing her data. Why?
So that I could build my own time machine, of course.
Oh.
Well, after the first machine was destroyed, she built another one. But this time she used it to travel through time and sabotage all the research in the field of retro time travel, so that no one else could ever build a machine like hers. And she had some partners helping her.
Partners, you mean the guy who tried to...
Oh yeah.
But I wasn't doing any time travel research. What reason could she possibly have to...
I don't know, I never figured that out. And you actually never told me.
So you think in the future I know?
Oh, I know you know.
But if my sister was successful in preventing any future inventions of time travel, how were you able to go back in time the first time?
Well, the same way as she did. Look, I used the time machine I would eventually build to go back in time and help myself learn how to start building it in the first place. And the machine I would eventually build, I would use it to go back in time again and help myself collect the data which I got from the radio, and then to build the machine.
This is making my head hurt.
I'm sorry.
So, you had to time travel, to learn how to time travel. Okay. But, I don't know if it's the result of my sister's actions, but the world seems a safer place with time travel off the table. Why do you risk all the possible complications just to reinvent it back?
I saved your life, didn't I?
Oh, fair enough.
Well, okay, there is one more life I need to save, and then we'll burn the damn thing down again.
did you get in here?
I'm the newest member of the team. Or the oldest, depending on what point in time you're talking about.
Protocol 17, key 8.6.
10376/2x44.
When are you from? Why haven't we known of you until now? Our mission is nearly finished. We don't need new team members.
Come on. You know that even for us, time travelers, there is the first time you meet someone. And then the first time you meet me might not be the first time I met you.
Do you know me in the future? Then you won't mind if I...
Your chemical marker? Go right ahead.
Sometime in my future I'm going to tag him with a chemical marker. If I don't trust him, I'll tag him with a negative one. Lucky for you, it seems I tag you with a positive marker. My future self trusts you.
But why are you here?
I have some information to deliver to our benefactor.
She is out of the office at the moment.
I know. I can wait.
Who is this?
He said
We
he
need
is,
to talk.
Is it possible? It cannot be possible.
He knew the security protocols, so...
Out! Now! Leave us alone! Hello, brother.
Hello, sister.
BGV theory, Linda Vilenkin and atoms, parallel timelines, infinite inflation. Even if it was true, how would you harness all that? You cannot just jump between disconnected regions, but
I'm not from a parallel timeline. I'm the real thing.
how can that be? I saw you dead. Judith and I watched the house burn and crumble down on top of you. We buried your remains. Ah, if it wasn't you then.
It was me.
But you are.
Well, now I am. But you don't expect me to live forever, do you?
So, into the future. No, we cannot travel forward. So someone had to get back and bring you, which means... Oh God, I failed!
You haven't failed at anything.
I've spent my entire life trying to erase from history even the smallest possibility of anyone ever discovering what I discovered. I thought we were almost finished. I had one more task to complete, and then I was going to destroy the damn thing. All the equipment, all my notes, everything. It was supposed to end here. But if someone came from your future,
There's not an evil time traveler in my future if that you're worried about.
I can shape everything in the past. I locked it all into place. Was it already locked into place? I knew everything up until now. Nothing I did could be wrong. But no one told me what to do next. And now you are here. Have I lost control?
You still have control. You said you have one more task. What is this last task?
I've never been able to bring myself to do it.
From my point of view, it's already done.
But I haven't done anything! And I won't until I understand understand why. Every time I hit the wall, she will show up like the god in the machine and hand me the answer. And I've been waiting for this to happen for a century. Or maybe somewhere in our expeditions or research, I'll find something. Your name will come up, and I'll finally understand why I had to do this.
But you still don't understand.
I don't.
Curious.
Indeed.
And yet, you do it.
I'm sure it was me. Even if there is some other time traveler where you're from.
It was your man. He stepped through the door and attached something to my chest. Fascinating. That's it. Where did you get it?
I took it off your dead body before the house collapsed. Now, will you tell me how you...
Not yet.
Maybe it has something to do why I...
Maybe.
I'm sorry, brother. I don't know why I do it. I don't know why I do it. I thought we were almost finished. But every time we get to the end, more riddles. And all these riddles are clever, with hidden secret meanings. You know, I discovered that most things that happen have no meaning. It happens only because it happened. And I don't understand anything, because there is nothing to understand. Sorry, I'm really sorry, brother.
I think I'm starting to see the bigger picture.
Is it something about my future? I thought I had been visited by my future self because I destroyed the machine. But perhaps there is...
No. Nothing about your future. Call your people back in here.
But
Just call them.
join us.
Can I see you, Butterpot?
What is this?
This is the date. You need to travel to find me and eject your chemical marker. When you see me, tell me that Marilyn sent you, and I'll trust you.
Marilyn?
And about this device. Do you have a new one?
I do.
Cool. You need to travel to April the 19th, 2045. There you will encounter my younger self. You need to attempt to murder me.
You are not serious.
You are the brother?
I'm very serious.
But it was me. I'm the one who is responsible.
I thought so too. But you're never going to find the reason. Because the reason won.
Then why?
The universe's idea of a joke, maybe.
Hilarious.
I have to go back and kill him because in the past I already tried to kill him. There is no reason. It has to happen because it already happened.
But it's madness.
At least I won't have your death on my conscience.
So, one trip back to tag you.
And 1 trip back to kill you.
Yeah, 2 trips, and you need to burn the house down as well.
Oh, of course.
And then you can destroy the thing and live the rest of your days in peace.
What about Kos and Natalia and their brain dragging research?
But don't you see? It doesn't matter. Whether it's us or someone else, the research failed. It doesn't matter what we do. No matter. The sooner we finish everything, the
Wait,
sooner we
if
can...
you destroy this again, then where do you come from?
Leave my brother his secrets, Mr. Cannon. That's the whole point of what I've been doing. It's more than just preventing time travel. We have to save the psyche of the entire human race. Knowing everything, the past, the present, the future, the human brain isn't just equipped to deal with this. And ethics are impossible because nothing you do can ever be wrong. And are there even such things as consequences if you can see but cannot affect anything? The metaphysics of this are just crippling.
You should be proud of yourself, sister. That you survived carrying such a burden. That's a miracle.
You don't know me, brother.
I suppose I don't.
I've done terrible things, and I sent others to do terrible things, and I was ready to do even more terrible things. I was even prepared to.
But you didn't.
Only because I hadn't solved the riddle yet. I knew I'd done it, but I just couldn't understand why. But the moment I worked it out, I would have.
But you didn't have to.
But I would have.
But you didn't.
But I didn't know that, and I still was ready to.
You know now. Whatever you thought you had to do, now you know you don't.
But it's too late. What I thought I was, is what I've become. It cannot be undone. I can know that I don't do, that you cannot be left for dead 100 years ago.
You're not making any sense.
It has already happened, and it will never stop happening.
But it didn't happen.
It's all just a big block of things. Every moment, action, object, thought, they are just coordinates on a huge 4-dimensional cube. And every point always exists and is connected to every other point. And the points never change. And what happens already happened and never stop happening. And what I think is, it is, and it was, and it always will be!
Sit down, you need to rest.
Blow it up! Blow it up! Go back to where you come from and blow it up. We cannot do it. We are not built to do it. Kill him! Burn it down! And then blow it up!
Help me with him, please.
I would have figured it out eventually. And then I would have killed you!
How long has she been like this?
Many years. But it used to not be so bad. The closer we got, no. She is strong, but she is right. The human mind just wasn't built for this. How it is possible to feel like you have so much power, while also seeing that nothing matter. He chose no way.
But her choices didn't matter. She stopped this technology from ever getting into the wrong hands.
She once told herself that she would never make the wrong decision. But I think the risk of being wrong is important. Without wrong, there is no right. And then everything just is. She spent 100 years just being and doing. I am glad we are finished. I am glad we can destroy these things now.
Should I come back to see her again?
Is the future full of evil time travelers?
Not that I know.
Then, do whatever you want. Everything will be right.
Hello there.
You're really here. I thought it was some kind of joke. I didn't think that would work.
You little face.
So what year is it?
2241, I think.
So you're really my grandfather. You built it.
The time machine? Yep, with your help.
What do you mean? With my help?
It's a little confusing, but I try to help you understand. Many years ago, my sister, your great aunt, discovered a way to travel through time. She realized, however, that this technology could be very dangerous, and she dedicated her whole life to make sure that no one else ever made the same discovery.
Then how?
To finish her mission, she had to destroy all her equipment and research. And in this process, I lost something very important, and I need you to help me get it back.
But if she destroyed the research and equipment, then how?
It's one of the confusing parts.
What's this?
That's all of the research you were able to collect about my sister's machine during first 15 years she worked on it.
I was able to collect.
Well, you will collect.
I don't understand.
Using this research, we are going to rebuild the machine, and then we are going to use the machine to travel to the past to collect the research.
That doesn't make any sense.
Maybe not, but you are the one who brought it to me 3 days ago, so apparently it works.
3 days ago? I didn't even receive the note about where to find and how to start the machine until 3 days ago.
Okay, 3 days ago for me, maybe a year in the future for you.
Okay, then what?
Once the machine is built, we've got a checklist of the things we must do. I didn't think I've forgotten anything.
You want me to dig up your grave?
I assume you know where I'm buried in your time.
Well, yes, but...
Okay, Google Kill. I'm really sorry that I put all it on you, but I'm to understand that there is the only way.
The only way to do what? Everything sounds so crazy. And besides, how do you know that everything will work just the way you want it to?
Because you just travel here from the future with the machine we are going to rebuild. Because you are holding all the research you are going to collect. Hell, because I remember some of it.
Okay. Okay, so you want me to meet you and your sister when you are teenagers? 2025? Wait, how old are you again?
It depends on how you count the years.
That's just like some action adventure movie. Okay, I have to find and bury your dead body in 2040. Wait, if you died in 2040, then
It's another one of the confusing parts. I'll explain you everything, but a little bit later. And we plan it all out very carefully. Don't worry, it's done.
well, why are we doing this anyways? You said there was something.
Look at the bottom of the list.
Oh,
Mixed in with all that research, my future self left me a letter. He said that my sister spent her whole life trying to save the world and it drove him a little crazy. How he discovered all this, I don't know yet. And he didn't go into the details. He said because knowing too much about the future is bad for our souls. He was very clear about what we need to do, but he was also adamant that we do our business as fast as we can, then be done with it. Don't waste time trying to right the world's wrongs or trying to understand the whys and wherefores of things we do or don't do. He said just take care of ourselves and then when finished, burn the thing to the ground.
okay then. When do we start?
There is no time like the present.
This is my boss. So this a goodbye?
I guess so.
You have to find a way to save him, please.
I'm sorry. What's done is done.
I know, I just thought,
Prayer find a way. I will.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Judith.
Pardon me, was that the bus to St. Louis?
yeah, you just missed it for a few minutes.
I saw you talking to a woman.
You must be mistaken.
You're Judith, right?
Who are you?
I'm a friend. It's okay. I was just making sure she was gone. Hey, it's on. It's you. It's you. How is it possible we just buried you?
It's a long story. I don't know the details myself. Bearden will explain everything. We have to go now.
Your sister gave me this money. She said I should disappear. I should go somewhere where she can't find me. But how do you know where she can?
We're not going to any new place. We're going to a new time. And if she tries to look for you here, she will spend the next 100 years thinking you just disappeared. Who are you? I'm your granddaughter. What? Wait. Я близко гадалась. So, that's it then.
That's it.
Why didn't you let me tell them about grandmother? Maybe there was something they could have done, or something we could have done. I mean, use the time machine to travel back in time and help ourselves invent the time travel. Maybe we could do the same and help some dogs invent some cure, you know.
No. What happened, happens. You can't change the past, and the more you fret over it, the worse off you are.
Maybe so they just could emotionally prepare themselves.
No. They're a couple. You help reunite. They will have a very long, happy life together. And they had the luxury of not worrying about the things in the future they couldn't control.
I'm just so sorry I didn't get to know Grandma better.
What's done is done. Promise me that you'll never try to go back and meet her again.
I promise.
And what are you going to do instead?
I'm going back to my time 3 months after I left. I'll tell everyone I was on a holiday. Hope no one notices I'm a year older. And then I'll burn everything to the ground.
Good.
Hey, will I ever see you again?
I don't believe you will.
I'll miss your grandfather. That was quite an adventure.
Answer me one question, Frodo.
Yes?
After all of this, do you feel like what you did mattered?
Yes.
Then we will be okay.